Hi, grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. Great afternoon, grand blessings, however you want to call it. It's me again, Boss Lady, Empress Renee, the goddess Empress Renee, whatever you want to call me. Don't matter, just as long as you call me. Hey, the lighting's kind of bad in here, but hey, it is what it is. We're here for the message. I'm back with you guys again, as promised from earlier. I said I was going to come back and do a video on taking out the trash with Boss Lady. So we're taking out the trash on this Waning Gibbous Moon phase, okay, which is a very important moon phase. Like I said, we're not taught about aligning ourselves with the moon as we should have been. Because like I said, we've always known the full moon brings out the best or the worst in people. People are known to act a fool. Not just people, you have the animals, you have the insects, and all of this around the full moon. But each moon phase carries a different energy. And these energies, they affect us mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all of that. It all plays a huge role in our lives. So we're just going to talk a little bit. Like I said, I be going so fast. We can only do the first half today, so it's going to be a two-part. We'll do the first half today. Today I'll be letting you all know everything that you need to do to get prepared, and tomorrow we'll actually physically take the trash out. Physically and spiritually take the trash out. So, like I said, just talking a little bit about the Waning Gibbous Moon phase. Okay, so this moon phase occurs between the full moon and the half moon. This moon symbolizes rebirth and self-reflection. That's why it's so important to retreat, go into solitude. That's why solitude is so important in spirituality. You go into solitude so that you can connect to source. You can connect to your highest self, your highest self. And that's when you reflect upon the things that no longer serve you. This is a good time to release old habits, patterns, and thoughts at this time. This is a great time to do that. And you do this all while expressing gratitude, love and gratitude, always, with everything that you do. So the affirmation for this moon phase is going to be, I let go of what no longer serves me with gratitude and grace. Gratitude and grace. So, in the description box, there is a in the description box there is the description of letting you know everything that you will need during this time, all the supplies that you will need. There's you'll need a rose quartz. I do know that. You need lavender, cedar. You need a Palo Santo stick. You need sage. You need a journal, a pen, a lighter, or matches, whichever one you choose. And yourself, just being alone with yourself and the Most High. So at this time, like I said, you sit back and you think about all those things, anything that's been hindering you, whether it's, like I said, thoughts, patterns, old habits, those things that no longer serve you. You gather these things, those things that even trigger these certain emotions, these things as far as your thoughts and your old patterns and your old habits and everything. You gather these things. That's what you have to do. You have to declutter. That's decluttering your phone, decluttering your file cabinet, decluttering your home, decluttering your cars, your office area, whatever. You declutter anything that triggers these old patterns, these old habits, these old thoughts that no longer serve you. You gather those things. You gather those things and put them all in a pile. And that'll be for tomorrow. And put all these things in a pile. I'm talking about, you get your journal. You sit with yourself and you meditate and you think about and reflect on all these things that we've just spoken about, you reflect on these things, you forgive yourself for these things, whether you allow things to happen to take place or whether you were the person or the one who was causing things to happen or take place. You reflect on these things and you forgive yourself for it and you forgive others for it, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. People going to be people and all day long, every day. But the change begins with you and your mindset. So like I said, you reflect upon these things and these old patterns, these old thoughts, these old habits. You write these things down. You put them in a pile. Okay, so like I said, you gather these things. You're gonna need your rose quartz. Your rose quartz is for your meditation, and you're gonna need the cedar scent and or your lavender scent. This is to help with your cognitive as well. So like I said, you meditate on these things, and once you get all of those things, and we'll be ready tomorrow to actually take the trash out. So like for your journal prompts can be, what am I ready to release? That's one. Your next one would be, what lessons have I learned along this journey? That's two. Prompt three is, how can I express gratitude for my experiences? And it don't seem like a whole lot, but once you actually start sitting down and start thinking about these things, you'll realize it's a whole lot of things that's cluttering our thoughts, cluttering our mind, that's hindering us and that's blocking us and stopping us from taking that next step in our journey, on our destiny, on our path. So you gather all these things, as I've said before, and you get these things ready for tomorrow, and you make sure you answer your prompt questions. It may be a page, it may be one sentence, it may be one word, whatever it is. You sit with yourself tonight and you do that. And when we come back on the rising, we will actually be going through with the rest of the process. I don't want to call it a ritual, but with the rest of the process. And then we'll actually be like I said, we have to take out the trash. If we don't take the trash out, it's going to continue to clutter. That's just like the trash in your home. If you don't take the trash out that's in your home, it's going to continue to clutter your home. It's going to overflow. It's going to start to affect the energy in your home. You look at that the same way as you look at your body, your temple. These things are cluttering your mind. These things are cluttering your thoughts. These things are cluttering and your actions, because when you think about it, you're constantly stumbling over the same things over and over. Lessons that we've already supposed to have learned. We're constantly stumbling over them again. It's time to actually release. We talk about release all the time. We're talking about releasing people, places, and things all the time. And it's a never-ending journey. It's like a never-ending story. You're going to continuously have to declutter. You're going to have to continuously release things, people, and places. You're going to have to. Like I said, so I'll be back with you all again tomorrow. I just wanted to get on here like I promised that I was earlier, to go ahead and do this. And this will be part one of taking out the trash with Boss Lady. And I can't wait to meet you again tomorrow, where we'll actually be going outside. And we're going to go outside and we're going to continue with the rest of the process. And hopefully that will help you to free yourself so that you can move forward in your next steps in this thing that we call life. So thank you. I love you all. See you next time on the rising. I move when Spirit says move, just like that. Ashe.